Hi, my name is Osan Günal, and today I will present you my statistical analysis project. The study aims to investigate how municipal solid waste generation changed between 2008 and 2025, and to determine which urban development indicators are associated with this change. Uh, Using the statistical methods in our program, I examined the relationships between waste generation, population, GDP, migration, and water consumption. Istanbul was the ideal place for this case because it's Turkey's largest city and has experienced continuous population growth throughout the years. The main research question of the study is has how has municipal solid waste generation changed between 2008 to 2025, and which urban factors are statistically associated with this change? The study uses annual secondary data from official sources, which includes Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality and TÜİK. It covers 18 observation and 90 data points. Municipal solid waste generation is the dependent variable, and other variables are independent variables used to analyze the water generation trends in Istanbul. To better understand this distribution of normal municipal solid waste generation, a frequency distribution was created. The data were grouped into six class intervals. The highest frequency occurred between uh, 5.8 and 6.3 millions. The histogram, frequency polygon, ogive, and others all suggested that the distribution is slightly negatively skewed, and no extreme outliers were identified. It indicates a relatively stable distribution. The slide, this picture presents histograms of all variables included in this study. The mean and annual MSV generation was uh, approximately 5.8 million tons, while the median was 6.1 million tons. Uh, this indicates a slight negative skewness. The coefficient variation was 13.8, showing moderate variability, and normality tests, including Shapiro-Wilk and Kolmogorov, produced p-values above 9.05. So, therefore, the normality assumption was not rejected, and a 95% confidence interval was calculated for the population. The mean of annual MSV generation was 5.8 million tons, while the median was 6.1. And normality test results, including Shapiro and Kolmogorov, produced values above 9.05. The examine changes over time. To examine the changes over time, a Welch test was compared with municipal solid uh, generation before and after 2020s. A paired test A paired test also showed that municipal waste generation in 2025 was significantly higher than in 2008 to 2013. confirming a substantial increase over time. Correlation and simple regression analysis were conducted to examine relationships between solid waste generation and each urban indicator. Population and water consumption emerged as the strongest predictors. Population alone explained approximately 77% of the variation in the waste generation, and water consumption performed even better, explaining about 81% of the variation. Both relationships were significantly high, and in contrast, GDP, migration, and other factors were uh, had low explanatory power and were not statistically that significant. And these findings suggest that municipal solid waste generation is more strongly linked with urban scale and activity than income levels and migration alone. These slides present regression outputs generated with R codes. These results provide statistical evidence supporting the conclusion discussed in the previous slide. And multiple regression analysis were used to evaluate all predictors simultaneously. One way ANOVA compared municipal solid waste generation across early, middle, and recent periods. The results showed significant differences between the early period and the later periods. And finally, chi-square analysis revealed that a significant association between solid waste generation levels and time periods. And to validate the results, several parametric tests were also performed. Water consumption was identified as the strongest predictor, followed by the population. And GDP and migration were not statistically significant predictors. And overall, these findings suggest that municipal waste generation in Istanbul is driven primarily by urban scale and activity rather than income and migration factors alone. That's it for me. Thank you for listening.